Ready. Oh, that looks like it's gonna fall.
This is Stiles.
This is Thunder.
And this is podcast part 2. We had to redo podcast part 2 in a different location.
People are sleeping.
Yeah, people are sleeping. And the reason why podcast 1 cut off is because his phone died.
Probably gonna do that again because I have no idea what it's at.
Probably. We'll see how this goes.
We cut off at Elder Scrolls Online, but I want to talk about Halo 5. We talked about it for a little bit, and we didn't know about it at all, hardly.
And we watched a few more videos on it to expand on our knowledge of the game and what's out already. What?
I love that. It looks awesome.
It does.
It looks really good. I think it's not going to be like any Halo that's ever been out, though. I think it's the aiming down sights. That's going to be really weird. I don't know how people are going to do that. It looks cool, though.
It does look cool.
And there's new Promethean spoiler.
Not really. The game's not out.
I know.
If they, well, I mean, this is whole thing.
They've released stuff about the campaign, though, and people get mad about that. I won't talk anything about the campaign. There are some people that should be dead that aren't there.
Yeah, that makes me mad because I've read the books and they're dead and they're like,
May not. I don't know. I've never read the book,
that
but
makes me a little frustrated.
apparently they clash.
That's a little frustrating.
Yeah.
It's like Days of Future Past. Xavier surviving and getting disintegrated by Phoenix, but whatever. He didn't do that or anything. It's kind of like that. Anyway.
So I think it's going to be pretty good. No, this isn't really a spoiler, but I want everybody to know about it. Cortana is probably not coming back. Frank O'Connor said that. What did he say? He said that her fate at the end of Halo 4 was certain.
Yeah.
So
Yes, he did.
doesn't look like it's coming back. Sadly, it's going to be hard, and I'd like to see how Chief deals with it. I think it's going to be hard. She was the only social outlet he really had. Spartans are known to be antisocial, so hopefully they'll get through it. It looks really cool. All the graphics look really good, and there's a dude, the dude from Castle, the main actor. He looks like somebody that's in it that you might recognize from another Halo game.
Yeah,
You do need to look it up.
watch
Halo
some
follower,
gameplay for it.
YouTube.com. That's where we looked at it. They're really good. I've been following them since Halo 4. I think that's the first time you've ever watched them, wasn't it?
Well, no, I think you showed me them before, but it was like months ago before Halo 5 was released.
Yeah, I did because we were looking at the beta for Halo 5. It looks really good. The graphics are really good. The graphics look a lot like how Halo 4 was made, just in like the armor. But I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it's more.
A lot of people didn't like Halo 4. I did. Campaign was short, but it was good.
Still took you a day to beat on a legendary.
It took me 24 straight hours to beat Halo 4 on Legendary. I'm not very good at the games. I'm decent at Halo. And NBA 2K14, that game. Not 15, 14.
Right.
Since our Xbox is broke. We can talk about that because that got cut off from the first one.
It did.
Me and
both of our
his
Xbox Ones broke.
Yeah,
Within a year.
mine bricked, which means it crashed on a system update. And apparently it was like the day one. It wasn't the day one update because I've been playing it for more, and you can't play online until you've updated it. It was the next update. I don't know what happened. It was like an error 300 or something like that.
It doesn't work since.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to get it sent off.
My online crashed.
Yeah, you just can't hook up to internet anymore. I'm already out of water again.
So I can play, but I really.
You have to be connected at least once a day, don't you, to internet? How does that work? Some games like Destiny have to be on the internet all the time,
like
right?
Destiny, I could play Advanced Warfare, but it's not worth it just for a whole system.
Did the Black Ops 3 talk didn't get cut off, did it?
That wasn't. Yeah,
It did?
wait, yeah.
Anyway, we don't like it. If it did or it didn't,
I don't think it did.
we didn't. I don't
No,
like it. Doesn't look that great. It looks like Advanced Warfare.
Fallout 4 though.
Fallout 4 though. That did get
That was
cut.
in 2.
Yeah, that was in the original too. Okay, sorry about that again. tried to use YouTube Capture, but it takes way longer than just sharing a video, which is kind of sad because they have the app for that. But sadly, it did. 20 minutes got wasted.
Yeah.
But Fallout 4, it does look really interesting. I've never played a Fallout game. I've watched people play Fallout.
I recommend playing Fallout New Vegas. I want you to play it.
Well, I will. Do you have it for PlayStation?
I did. We're gonna play it.
I guess that's what we're gonna do
We're
tomorrow.
gonna play it. No, we're playing it now. Like after this.
Oh, wow.
We're playing it after this.
Okay. And I'll be updated on Fallout for some of it, anyways.
So much fun. You're gonna love it, dude.
I've heard really good things about it. That's the newest one, isn't it? Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah, that's the most recent. What happened? I went into this DLC part because I got the Ultimate Edition after a year playing it regular, beating the regular campaign, and I got the Ultimate Edition. I went into this DLC spot. I didn't know it was a DLC spot. And he was like, "Oh, you gotta leave all your good stuff." And I was like, "Or heavy, you have to be 100 pounds or something," because you're I don't know, going on this.
Does weight matter?
Sure, yeah, weight matters. It's like Skyrim in that situation.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay. So I dropped all my good shit. Yeah. And fucking first thing you do is drops you in front of 30 enemies. And I had all my good shit in some dirty ass cave. I was like, oh
nice.
shit. It's like all my stuff was running out of durability, breaking. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I backed out and went to the last save before. It was horrible. And I have to do all this stuff. I had to go get my companions back. A lot of good
now,
stuff.
what other companions can you get besides dogs?
You can get a dog. You can get a super mutant, which is
I know what the super
mutant. You can get the super mutant named Lily, and she's fucking amazing. She's really good. Oh my god! You can get regular people.
Can you get more than one?
Yeah, I think you can have up to 2.
Okay, because in Skyrim you could have a dog and one person.
I think what it was is
or a troll. You can also have a troll and and you can have up to 2 conjured things as well.
I think you could have 3 really weak ones or 2 really good ones or something like that. Because I think we're only one. I know Lily, you're only allowed to have another companion because she's really good, and she only allows one other companion. I think. It's either one other companion or she's only by herself. That's how good she is. She's one of the better companions in the game.
I wonder, since they're going to use that Pit Boy, if it's going to be like Ghost. This wasn't a thing in Ghost, but you know how they had the camera on the dog?
Yeah.
And the vanilla Fallout 4, I think, is going to have the dog. Because it showed it in the trailer. I'm thinking that maybe you could put a camera on the dog or something. That would be really cool, and then watch it from your Pit Boy.
You did do that on Ghost, didn't you?
It was during the campaign. I never finished the Ghost campaign. It was awful.
I finished it in 10 minutes. No, obviously not, but it was a day. I beat it obviously less than a day, but I'm saying I beat it the day I got it.
I beat MW3's the day I got it.
The evil guy, the AWOL soldier, whatever. You kill him, but you wake up on a beach. He's not dead. You shoot him in the fucking face, but he comes out of the beach and starts dragging you away. That's how it ends. I'm like, that was stupid. I just killed this guy in the face with a magnum. Anyway, its campaign's alright. My friend Tristan thinks it's the best campaign out of since fucking sliced peanut butter. Have you ever played video games ever? That is one of the worst Call of Duty.
Well, that's the only thing he plays besides CS:GO. That's all he cares about is clan.
Are you dumb, dude?
We're not gonna sit here on rail on Tristan.
I want to.
Well, he's not gonna watch anything that we do.
It's just I'm well, dude, okay. My opinion, MW2, best Call of Duty campaign.
I want to talk about the next Pokemon.
Really?
Yes, I do. I haven't, and I don't think they've announced anything about it, but I really. There's got to be more than what they put in X and Y. That was the least amount of new Pokemon they've ever added. It was 70, I think, is how many they put in, and they usually add
hundreds.
Yeah, 100 or so more. And X and Y, people were saying that was the best Pokemon yet, that they've ever played. 3D's cool, but I don't agree with that. The campaign, I don't remember any of the cities. I can name nearly all of the cities from Hoenn region. I can't. I don't know.
I played that game I beat that game 3 times. Not even. I know Lumiose.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. That's one. That was me. That was me making that noise. No, that was my phone.
He's irresponsible.
I'm not irresponsible.
They are supposed to be making the next Pokemon game. There's been screenshots leaked and all that crap, but you never
can't
know.
really trust that.
Yeah, I was about to say you never really know if it's true. Of like a 3D, like another 3D one on the Wii U, and I'm not gonna get it if it's not on the DS anymore. I own a 2DS. He owns a 3DS. I will not get it. I'm not gonna buy a Wii U for Pokemon.
Wii U's are
I'll play
crap.
Pokemon. I like to play competitively when I can, but it gets really boring. Campaign I love to play. Omega Ruby I played. I like that game. That's a fun game, but Ruby was my first ever video game that I've ever played. It was... Emerald's my favorite, though. And, I don't know. I just really hope this one's good. If I've heard things that it's going to be like in Indonesia kind of thing. You know how X and Y was in France and all that, like based on France? It's going to be like that, like the Southern Pacific Islands and all that. I don't know. That's what I've heard. Did you know there's actually a place in Japan called the Kanto? Like, that's actually a place in Japan?
I think I heard that.
I didn't know that. I have no idea anything about it. I don't know geography. That's our buddy Tay.
Yeah, that's all Tay right there.
He can come
He will
on and
give
talk
you
to
the
me.
name of the canto and then its brief history.
Anyway,
He's a nerd, I guess.
so Halo 5, I'm going to kind of touch on it again. The dude from the trailer, the first trailer, the very first ever Halo 5 trailer when Master Chief was in the cloak. Go watch it if you haven't. Good trailer. There is a creature, Forerunner, it's not a creature, a Forerunner device, machine, and it's called the Guardians. How tall did they say that thing was? 4,000?
4,000, like 58 feet?
It was
feet, something like that?
crazy.
Yeah.
They're going to be a big deal in there. A lot of the, that's why I want y'all to go watch
Halo 5.
Halo Follower.
Oh.
And I want y'all to hear his theories because I agree with a lot of most of his. They're really good.
Accurate.
Yeah. That he was right about a lot of things in Halo 4. A lot. I really respect his opinions. And Ready Up Live was good too with Green Skull and them. Anything you got? ASO? We're going to get it, but we haven't yet because our Xbox Ones are broken and we're not going to get it on the 360.
I hope it's good.
Yeah, you don't have to pay subscriptions anymore if you have Xbox Live, which is good because that's ridiculous. I'm not paying $30 a month for Xbox Live and some game that I might or might not play.
That's the only reason why I got it, or I have to pick it up from GameStop.
Elder Scrolls.
Just chilling there.
It's a good, it's Sledgehammer. Is it Sledgehammer? I think they helped make, it wasn't Bethesda who made Elder Scrolls Online, I don't think.
Bethesda's
They just
the one
produced
that
it.
makes
They just, I know, but the Elder Scrolls Online, they just produced it. Somebody else made Elder Scrolls Online.
It might have been Sledgehammer. Was it Unreal? Didn't you say it was like Unreal Gaming or something?
No, that's
What was
Infinity
that?
Blade.
Oh, that was Infinity Blade. That was right. I was like, oh, what the fuck do you want?
I'm gonna check the video.
What's that?
We're good, but I've only got 10% left. We're going on 13 minutes. Sorry, everybody, about that poor camera handling that I just did there. We're still using a phone, like I said. Okay, so let's see. We talked about The Division. We talked about No Man's Sky.
What else is coming out?
Evolve disappeared. I think we talked about
Yeah, Evolve did disappear.
that. Looks interesting, but don't hear anything about it anymore. They say it's like Destiny. It's like one of those games you have to play with friends.
You have to have 4 friends at least
Yeah.
for it to even be decent. And then, like, if you could play by yourself, but then you would want like 4 other friends you could be talking to at the same time.
If I was to play by myself, I think in that kind of game, I'd only want to be the monster. Who wants to be the people?
It seems like it would be lame.
Yeah,